What is up? What is up? YouTube, how y'all doing, man? Diddy is speaking out for the first time. We're gonna do that video, and then we're gonna do something about his kids, man. And god dang, I wanted to play one of the songs or do something, man, because his videos be so short. But hey, I know what we could do. Real quick, was this it? Arguing. Well, yeah, I just played that stuff, so I was gonna play some more of the how the court goes, Mike's interview. I was gonna play some more of the footage of the trial, man. I just wanted people to know. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. First of all, man, we got 490,000. We just hit 490,000 subscribers, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Hey, let's hit 10,000 more. That way we can have 500,000. I'm satisfied at 500,000, man, because this thing is growing taking too long to grow. But check this out, man. I wanted to show y'all when I went up there, I thought that it was going to be a lot of people out there. I thought it was going to be, look how empty the streets are, y'all. Only people up there is the media and the YouTubers like me trying to get some type of story. You know, we trying to get them views and subscribers and click. But this little man right here was asking me, he asked me about the free Diddy t-shirt. Yo, man, how can I wear one of them free Diddy t-shirts? I'm trying to make some money. That's what he was saying. So he wanted to make money. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Look how little bit of people out there. This is like at the peak of the this is my first day when I got up there. Shout out to Uda on Go, baby. Uda on Go. What is he? This guy is, you know, so I play some of the audio real quick, man.
When people that they let in the court, you'll be one of those numbers, and you'll be in Diddy's court, and you'll be able to see the gray hair, you'll be able to see the fit, what's going on in the jury and all that. That's what's going on.
Facts.
That's why they sitting here now. That's what some of the people like over there sometimes. Yeah, that's what people doing. Some people be well, yeah.
Oh, you probably gotta ask that
people
dude.
Be sitting there.
I don't know. Yeah. I've seen one person with a free Diddy shirt on.
Especially during the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. People's out here like Camp David at 2, 3 in the morning. They out here like Camp David. You hear me? They out here like Camp David, minus the Halloween mask. They out here like Crystal Lake.
Okay.
Camped out.
So
eat. Yeah, middle of the morning, y'all.
So when I get up, so what time you think I should come out here? My whole thing,
you trying to get in Diddy court? You trying to see what Diddy's rocking with? You trying to see what's going on in there? You're gonna have to be early, bro.
What's early? Give me a number.
People is out here for the cracks up before dawn even crack.
Like, give me a number, man.
What? You might just want to spin the ends just to see what it's looking like at a 3, just to see what it's looking like, so you already know what you functioning like. All right, cool. So I might need to be here at you know what I mean? So you need to just see it first. Well, if you come in, you don't see nothing, then boom. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna come 3.
You feel me? I come in and put a cone, say, don't move me. As soon as I come in, I move the cone and say, look, bro, I'm the one that put that there, homie. It was me. Don't move me, homie.
That's my cone. You don't play by the.
You know what I mean?
Who's in the hood? You know how that
go. If you try to get in that building, you try to see Diddy, you gotta make it happen, bro. Because Diddy behind jail still running the city.
Oh, you good? I was trying to rap, but my man, he done summed the whole thing up. My man. But my man in the pink, he gone now.
Gone.
He want a free Diddy shirt because he want the money.
Oh, boy.
That's why I gave you the camera in the first place.
I'm trying to get that. Here you go. He coming back.
He coming back.
Yeah, that's my man, man. He outside, bro. He want the vibe, bro.
Yeah, he looking for that free Diddy shirt so he can make some money. And I think they was paying people like $25 an hour to wear the free Diddy shirts. And Uda on Go, man, he was real cool, man. We made a good relationship there. So
you, do you think Diddy is innocent or no?
I don't know none of that. Wait.
You going back in?
Wait, can I do an interview with you, bro? Interview, bro?
Man, hold on, wait up.
One time, if you anything, you ask me for why I'm here. I'm just saying, that's the only reason why I'm here.
My man said, I don't care if he innocent, guilty. I don't even know what's going on. I just want to wear the shirt because I'm trying to get paid. That's crazy, man. Look how empty the street is, man. And then I'm near, like, I don't know, midday. So people, and I caught on to what the people was doing. More and more YouTubers, people with cameras and everything started coming when they knew court was about to start, so they can get a picture of the celebrities, or when court was about to end, they get a picture of the celebrities. Like, for example, when Kanye West went up there, I'm pretty sure they didn't know Kanye West was coming. But by the time the court was over with and Kanye was coming out, then all of a sudden you got so many people would come out because they get on their phones and call their friend, man, Kanye West up here. So now more people will come, New Yorkers and stuff. But I really think that the people in New York, they don't give a daggone about this Diddy case. They don't give a daggone about it, man. So let's go ahead with Diddy is finally about to speak. Diddy is going to finally speak behind closed doors. Let's see what he said. I don't know, he's not going to be saying it himself or whatever the case may be. But golly, man, y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. I'm trying to get out here and do more video footage and everything. And when they read that verdict, man, I think I'm going to go back up there, man. But oh my, I don't feel like it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Diddy is officially breaking his silence. This is the first time that this man has spoken since his trial has ended and he was acquitted of serious crimes and charged on the Mann Act convictions. He's never spoken out before, and he's choosing to do so in a very interesting way that, again, doesn't make sense to me. But whatever this man does, guys, doesn't really make sense to me anyways. Hey guys, it's Moral Morali, daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into
Diddy is about to I'm trying to tell y'all, man, here
this
we
video
go.
and discuss what is going on here, where Diddy has decided to break his silence. Now, there were multiple times where he wanted to speak up in court, times where he would even stand up, times where he would even, ask his lawyers and interrupt him to say that he wants to speak to the judge. However, the lawyers would prevent him from doing so. The only time that he actually spoke out is when he said to Judge Arun that he was doing a great job. And the reason why he was doing that, so that he could live upside Judge Arun's ass, so that he could get a reduced prison sentence. And we're about to find out in a week and a half as to what's going to happen in regards to that prison sentence. But here, he's broken his silence in a music song.
Hip-hop is in a very, very dangerous place. That's why we wait so long. We wait and liven up their souls, lift up their vibration. That's what the things that are good, because good things come to those who wait.
He has decided to jump on to Jay Electronica's new album called Leaflets, and he speaks out for the first time since the trial. Now, to be honest with you guys, Diddy sounds in this video completely broken. We don't want to hear from you, to be honest with you. Never again, in my opinion. But clearly, he must have given this in jail, where he must have put out a recording, has that friendship with Jay Electronica, or maybe other rappers or musicians just did not want a feature from Diddy. But it is crazy that this artist thinks having an opener from Diddy will do anything for your song. It's only going to give you negative PR, and everybody's talking about Cardi B's album as it is anyways. Nobody's really talking about your song or your album or whatever's going on. But he sounds broken. He sounds like he's absolutely gone through it, and that, those who wait, good things will come for them. Well, this man Diddy has been waiting for a while, and yet he's still in jail, and his bail has been denied multiple times. So I'm not really sure what Diddy is referring to when it comes to what he's waiting for. But as I've stated in the beginning of this video, I never really understand what this man is doing anyways. Don't think this was a good move from his behalf. It's not going to do anything for him. It's not going to allow more people to work with him. He just sounds broken, and it just sounds quite delusional to me as it is. Now, speaking of Cardi B, she did mention Bia, and she absolutely dragged the hell out of Bia. But one thing she mentioned about Bia in her lyrics I think was very interesting, is that she mentioned that Bia was ran through by Diddy in Diddy's house. Why are you always at Diddy's house? I heard they combed that little kitty out. Tell these folks what it's really about. Why are you all in people's face with that mouth? Diarrhea, beer, breath so stank you can smell him before you see him. Cardi B on the song Pretty and Petty. So she's referring to how Bia was basically at Diddy's house being ran through. And I genuinely believe this to be true, because a lot of artists are probably ran through by executives and people like Diddy, promised careers, and it ends up being an absolute failure. But I don't think that she was just ran through by Diddy, if this is all true. Currently alleged. I also believe that she probably was ran through by Diddy's sons. I do believe there's some kind of deal.
The sons and everybody just passing her around like rest in peace to Biggie. Biggie say pass her around, just pass her around like a coal. I said, damn.
Or communication, or something that's just so sickly in that world, where Diddy can press somebody and then that same girl or woman is passed on to the sons for them to do whatever they want to do, or they probably all play together as it is anyways. And I'm going to tap into that in a different video when it comes to the relationship between Diddy and his elder sons, and how I believe it's more sick and twisted than we initially think. But Bia basically being called out in this way, I think is nothing short of embarrassing. And she probably hates the fact that, you know, she's been exposed as one of the artists running around Diddy's house, basically being promised a new single or career and being signed to maybe Bad Boy, and none of that basically happened. Quite sad if you ask me, but I do find this to be believable. I don't know if you guys do, but she is calling out Bia in this kind of way, and it's interesting to me, because what do artists know about who's played around with Diddy or been ran through the house and choosing to stay silent whenever they want to speak?
Okay.
Speaking of embarrassing, it looks like Stefon Diggs and a random woman were seen actually leaving a hospital with a baby back in May. I'm not sure where these photos have been released. It seems that people were saving them for Mad Day, and now that Cardi and Stefon are having children, everybody is questioning the paternity of this man, Stefon Diggs, and what's going on with other women and other babies that are coming, you know, in 10 to 15 months, you know, in that kind of range. Of course, a birth is a 9-month cycle, but I mean that in 10 to 15 months, successive amount of other babies are also going to be delivered around that time. It just sounds like an absolute mess to me, and I think that it's unfortunately only going to get worse. I think the album is great, the rollout is great, the features are great, the songs are good, but when it comes to choosing and courting a partner, when you have money, I just don't understand why people are resorting to somebody like that who doesn't even know what he wants himself. He just seems to be very confused, but it looks like all of these children are going to grow up as siblings together anyway, so hopefully they can decide to have a happy family, especially at Christmas, because Christmas is about to be very busy, let alone Thanksgiving. Everybody about to eat. Do you understand? That's what it's giving here. And yeah, the Justin Baldoni case with Blake Lively has only gotten more messy, and to be honest with you guys, I haven't been commenting on it recently because I've just lost complete interest in the case. I find it to be quite boring. I'm kind of over Blake Lively. I feel like, you know, this picture perfect image that she really is trying to maintain is seeping through her hands like water on a hot day, and you're trying to wash your hands, all that water's coming out. This is the same shit to me. But Justin Baldoni, guys, has hired one of Diddy's lawyers. Alexandra Shapiro has now jumped onto Baldoni's case, and I do believe that anybody now is going to try hire the Clan, the Justice League, the Avengers of Diddy's lawyers, because they basically were able to acquit him of RICO, the biggest charge. And so now Alexandra Shapiro has jumped on this case. I believe Mark Agnifilo and his wife are on the case of Luigi Mangione. So a lot of the lawyers are cross-jumping onto other popular trials of celebrities because A, great payday, and B, they're just being recommended to do so. And my thing is this: get your bag. Do you understand? Let these lawyers get their bag, because they fought a case for Diddy through thick and thin. They got off on luck, they got off on the jurors, and now they're basically, you know, reaping the rewards for all of their behavior. They're all bankrolling themselves into wherever the hell they want to go. Now, there was meant to be a memorandum delivered from the defense's side today and the prosecution's later on this week prior to the sentencing, and none of that has been delivered as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure why those dockets have not been published, but I assume that litigation is delayed, and it's about to be very intense. From Monday onwards, guys, things are about to get heavy with the Diddy saga again, and I want you guys to stay focused so that we don't get lost on track. But September 25th is a major hearing, and we're going to find out at the end of that day whether we're going to be covering another P. Diddy trial later this year, because I imagine it's going to happen quickly in regard to the 2 Mann Act convictions. I thought that Judge Arun would have turned that down, but for the fact that he wants to hear them out clearly implies to me that he might get that new trial. We don't know.
Nah, not really. It's more of, I gotta be fair. I'm the judge. I'm sitting on the middle of the bench. You can't say no to one side. You gotta show that, I don't know why you doing this, bruh. This ain't gonna make no difference, bruh. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you anyway to let you know I'm fair. Because maybe you gonna come with a surprise. Surprise, we got this thing. But he already made up his mind. Diddy gonna do some time.
Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I just put a string of conversations and topics in this video, jam-packed in less than 10 minutes, running through it all. Do subscribe. It's just one click. I would really appreciate it. Join Murad Nation. Click that button.
All right. Yeah, I think that the judge is trying to
the title of this
the judge is trying to let Diddy and his team know that I'm gonna be fair. I really think that he gonna have this hearing and say, look, what you saying, whatever y'all bringing up, is a bunch of bull. So I just did this so y'all can know that I'm being fair. But what I would like to say to you guys is, y'all didn't follow my directions. They did not follow the directions that the judge told them to do about bringing all them court cases to them to see what should be happening and what should be going down. But anyway, man, we on this one right here. The dark sexual relationship between P. Diddy and his son, Christian, and Justin Combs was exposed. Oh, shucks. Maybe I do need to put this title up there. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check this one out. Here we go.
So the title of this video might confuse you, but let's discuss the intimate and sexual relationship between Diddy and his elder sons, Justin and Christian Combs, and how they are completely intertwined with the current active pending lawsuits that he is facing. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get into this mini deep dive and have this conversation, because I think that this is very important, because we have the sentencing and the new trial hearing happening in less than 2 weeks now, taking place, I believe, next Thursday onwards. Now, I'm sure that we've all seen the video of Diddy and his mother, Janice Combs, where both of them were basically sitting somewhere outside and they were kissing, and they were basically IV fluids.
Introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
And they were discussing about a time that they were having, and that Diddy was basically showing off the fact that his mother was able to be quite flexible. And I believe that this was during some kind of freak off that took place, and that is why they were on IV fluids to recover, and basically showing forms of intimacy.
Why would you want to even promote to the world this when you know? I said, man, this man done lost his rocker. Why would you want to promote to the world that your mom needs party so hard with you that she needs an IV drip too? Why you need an IV drip? Because you drunk too much alcohol? That's bullshit. Because y'all doing too many drugs where you got to recover from these drugs. Come on, man. Rugs. Maybe I should have said rugs. That's crazy, man. That's too crazy for me.
The reason why I'm opening the video with Janice is because this is where I believe Diddy learned all of this from. You don't come out the womb acting a fool is a phrase that I strongly believe. There are templates, and I believe that Janice Combs was a template to Diddy to introduce him to this freak-off world. But there are many rumors and conversations about how Diddy and Christian Combs actually slept both with Lori Harvey. But outside of that rumor and whether it's true or false, there are actually current pending lawsuits that Diddy is facing alongside Christian Combs. And they were discussing about a time that they were having, and that Diddy was basically showing off the fact that his mother was able to be quite flexible. And I believe that this was during some kind of freak off that took place, and that is why they were on IV fluids to recover and basically showing forms of intimacy. The reason why I'm opening the video with Janice is because this is where I believe Diddy learned all of this from. You don't come out the womb acting a fool is a phrase that I strongly believe.
I keep hearing that she used to run a little house, a sex house or something. I keep hearing that she did some things when he was little that Diddy was there and kind of witnessed. So that's crazy,
forms
man.
of intimacy. The reason why I'm opening the video with Janice is because this is where I believe Diddy learned all of this from. You don't come out the womb acting a fool is a phrase that I strongly believe. There are templates, and I believe that Janice Combs was a template to Diddy to introduce him to this freak-off world. But there are many rumors and conversations about how Diddy and Christian Combs actually slept both with Lori Harvey. But outside of that rumor and whether it's true or false, there are actually current pending lawsuits that Diddy is facing alongside Christian Combs. There is a lawsuit of Christian Combs violating somebody on a yacht, and that possibly might go to trial, and how Diddy basically set this position up for Christian to do all of this. There is also a lawsuit where Justin Combs was basically speaking to a woman on Snapchat, lured her to LA, promising record deals, and then kept her trapped in a house, allegedly. And Diddy was invited to basically run through this woman alongside Justin Combs. Now, why would you be asking your father? Why would you be asking your father, I've got this girl, come through and you can do whatever you want to this girl? Because what Justin Combs or Christian Combs has learned from their father is what Diddy has learned from Janice. And Janice probably learned that through different forms of, I'm not sure what.
Damn. The grandmama teaches the son. The son has kids and teaches his kids. Then when they grow up, I wonder what they're going to teach their kids. Wow. I'll call you back on that one.
This girl, because what Justin Combs or Christian Combs has learned from their father is what Diddy has learned from Janice. And Janice probably learned that through different forms of, I'm not sure what.
Different forms of, I don't know what. I can't believe, hey, Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail.
So to me, it is very interesting how this behavior has been passed down multiple times, where there is some intimacy or group related orgy behaviors between family members. And I think that something like this has been happening for a while, which is why Christian and Justin Combs are also now caught in SA lawsuits, and how they basically now have to find lawyers to defend themselves because of this deplorable behavior. I do believe that there is some kind of introduction where Diddy has brought in his sons to do some kind of play together. If you are messing with a woman in an intimate way, violating them or consensually or not, and you're asking your sons to join in with you, that is extremely dark. That is incestuous. That is very worrying, and it's an introduction to the children, to the elder sons, that this is what you can do, this is okay. And therefore they have replicated that behavior. This isn't some kind of theory. There are lawsuits out there accusing Justin Combs of doing stuff to a woman with Diddy. They've all played around together. There are also rumors that Justin and Christian Combs were both basically dating the same woman, and actually both were with her together at one point in time. There is also another lawsuit of Christian Combs himself violating a woman on a yacht, and Diddy created that environment for him to do so. They're always playing together in some kind of way. 3 to 4 separate lawsuits are actively accusing them of this, and also there are rumors of certain celebrities doing stuff with Diddy and Christian Combs. Why is Diddy wanting to play with his sons? What kind of sick, twisted fantasy behavior is this? And where did he learn this from? back to the video of Diddy and Janice kissing, I think this is where he learned this from, that it is okay to be fluid with your family members in some kind of sick way when you're having freak offs and there's pills involved, and you can, bring in multiple women, and it's okay because you're introducing your sons to these women, and therefore you want to see what your sons do. And then in that moment of time, I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy did stuff with the sons, if he did something with Christian, did something with, Justin in some form or fashion, because a lot of that is very common where you have uncles who want to mess with nephews, unfortunately, in family environments. And knowing how insanely violent and consistent Diddy was with these freak-offs, of course he watched his sons do things with women, and then he probably did things with his sons themselves as well. Just recently, Christian Combs has released a music video with the sons and with the daughters, all basically talking about uniting, and pictures of Diddy all ahead of the prison sentencing. Of course, the timing is very coincidental. It's not odd upon me now that if Diddy tried to do things even with his daughters, and I know that these conversations probably seem very uncomfortable. They seem too far to think about. They seem too insane. They just seem so dark and twisted. But Diddy is somebody who we are discussing here, and family-related incest situations actually do take place, far more common than you think, in a non-consensual manner. And so I think Diddy here has been intimate with his sons, especially Christian and Justin Combs, and has done things with them in a way to ordain them into this world, into these women. And therefore, this is why these particular sons are facing multiple lawsuits, which, by the way, are all pending. One of them is potentially going to a civil trial, because civil trial lawyers have been hired via Christian Combs and for Diddy in that realm. So this isn't just random fodder or gossip that's being discussed. This has all been in lawsuits that are right now. And so I think that this sick relationship goes far more sick than we actually think. And it's not just freak-offs with Cassie, with Jane, with multiple, male workers and escort workers and, semen-related sex, magic-related stuff. I think it goes even further deeper, where Diddy has been intimate with his own sons, with other women around. I don't think Diddy has done anything with his sons and it's just those three together, but I think that he's done stuff with his women, and I believe he has seen his sons naked in the same room, and they have done orgies together.
Wow.
What kind of sick...
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't want to see no man naked. If it's on a video and you watching something or watching a movie, that's it. I don't want to be in the same room with another man that don't have any clothes on. I couldn't do it. Not alone my family members. God dang. Oh my goodness.
It's just those three together. But I think that he's done stuff with his woman, and I believe he has seen his sons naked in the same room, and they have done orgies together.
Whoa.
What kind of sick, twisted relationship is this between Diddy and his sons? What is this perversion of intimacy and sex? He obviously has learned this from even his own life when he was essayed in school, in college. And I also believe that teachers were essaying other students around him. Then on top of that, you have the life that Janice lived and what she introduced him to.
There you go.
This man has been surrounded by all of this for a very long time. So it's not odd upon him to do things with his sons. It doesn't look weird to him. It's just a language of sex that he basically understood, because that's what he was doing himself. Because there shouldn't be videos of you as a grown man kissing your mother, talking about how she was able to do the splits and how flexible she was, and that you were so shocked and that you were all on IV fluids. That in itself is not a normal relationship between a father and a mother.
Normal.
A father shouldn't be setting up a yacht for their sons to do things to women. A son shouldn't be calling up a father to say, I've got this woman at this house, come through, let's run through her. All of this is incestuous. And I feel like this was the big mark that everybody missed when discussing Diddy and this entire trial and all these essay lawsuits and the saga, is that it starts at home, and that the behavior he's setting for the sons, and that he's actually been intimate with them in a very weird, sinister way. I feel like this mark has been missed in this conversation because it's been so common. Otherwise, his sons wouldn't even be facing essay lawsuits. At this point, I'm not even talking about why the sons are publicly supporting Diddy, and I don't think it's a good idea. We've had that conversation. The trial's been done. But I don't think anybody's discussed the fact that Diddy has actually, I believe, been intimate with his own sons. And that is extremely freaky and sinister and dark. And that if he's been intimate with his own sons, with other women around, why wouldn't he even go near his own daughters in some kind of, initiation phase? Because a lot of people do think like this. It's really twisted and an uncomfortable thought. So that's probably why a lot of people haven't spoken about it. But I definitely believe that it does exist. 110%. And the sons have ordained it as something that is just normal, something that just has to happen, something that, you know, you can't go against your father, you can't go against the code, you can't go against blood. Therefore, you can't say anything about it. It is what it is. Let's just move on. I don't think that Christian or Justin Combs are gay, but I do believe that they had intimacy with their father, with other women around, and they were all naked together. That in itself is insane. That in itself is a form of intimacy and incestuousness that is a dark sexual relationship. A setting that's been set for you and your father, a precedent. Like, nobody should be going through that. And I think it's very, very weird and a different angle to the family that we should also look at. Because if we've discussed sex magic, which is dark as it is, why can't we discuss these incestuous relationships that I definitely believe are happening? The lawsuits are out there. We've already discussed them. And so I think it's important to put this conversation here to keep it conscious and aware, because the Sons now are putting up a lot of PR to support Diddy for this sentencing. And the sentencing is happening in a week and a half. And as I've said, coming from Tuesday, Monday onwards, everything is about to get very intense now and deep with the Diddy saga once again, with litigation and lawsuits and, you know, the hearings and the answers and, you know, Judge Arun and etc. All of it is going to come back into the stratosphere. So let's just be conscious about this, because I do think that there was something that went on with Diddy and his sons, and I wouldn't be surprised by it. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video.
One of the things I think, man, I wonder where the girls are at when all this is going on. The girls probably have their own section of a house. The house so big. They got their own kitchen, bathroom, and everything. And they probably got a signal. You know, once they cross a threshold, here come the girls. The girl, beep, 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 beep. You know, something go on. I don't know. Oh my God, man. It's too much money will make you bored, man. And you end up getting yourself in trouble. You can't. Oh my God, man! Can you imagine Diddy's life of this? Your job is actually being on the camera and being celebrated all day long. Your whole job is about having fun. I don't know. I'm really trying to get into what Diddy is thinking when you teaching your kids this stuff. You should be the first one that if your kids are being accused of anything, you should be the first one to go and discipline your kids. But then again, in this world, man, soon as somebody say your son or daughter did something, they ready to fight you. They don't even want, don't you put your hands on my daughter? Don't you say my kids did this, that, and the third or whatever? Oh my gracious, we living in some rough times, bruh. And it's about to get worse. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm about to go take a nap, man. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. I feel sorry for Diddy kids, man. I feel sorry for the kids because they was taught. They don't know better because they was taught wrong. Does that make sense? It's not like you can grow up and know right from wrong. But you know one thing I noticed though? They don't say too much about the oldest one. The oldest light-skinned kid. They don't say hardly nothing about him, or maybe I'm wrong. He ain't done nothing. He just in the pictures. Hey, what's up, peace? You know, I don't know, man. Y'all take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.